Carnivore diet saved my life. It fixed a ton of health issues, but there's one thing that it could not fix. Let's talk about it. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's Pat from the Carnivore Couple. And if you don't know, I've lost almost 140 pounds on the carnivore diet in the last year and a half or so. When I first started my journey, it was March 2023, and I weighed 301 pounds. And by April or May of 2024, I was down to about 163, so I lost 138 pounds. And I've kind of been maintaining now. I'm maintaining around 168 to 172 is kind of where my sweet spot is for maintenance. I've been on this health journey now for almost 2 years. And one thing that's always been there for me since the very beginning has been Element, which is today's video sponsor. Of course, right now, winter's setting in. It's getting really, really cold outside, especially here in the Midwest. And I really like to enjoy my Element nice and hot. Throw some chocolate salt or chocolate caramel salt in my hot water or some coffee. And it's really nice. It keeps me warm. It's a great way to get my electrolytes in during the cold winter months, you know, especially if you're starting a low carb keto or carnivore diet and you're transitioning into ketosis, you dump a lot of water weight, and with that goes all your vital important minerals and electrolytes. So Element's a great way to get those electrolytes replenished so you don't become depleted. And right now, Element's actually offering our audience a free sample pack with any order on their website. You just have to go to drinkelement.com/carnivore couple. That's DRINKLMNT.com/carnivore couple. The link will be in the description. Thank you, Element, for sponsoring this video. So all along my journey, I decided to have blood work done periodically to see how everything was changing, how I was doing metabolically, since everyone's like, oh, red meat's the devil, you know, it's gonna give you a heart attack and give you heart disease. I was like, well, let's see how I'm doing. What's the whole picture look like? The first time I had blood work done, this was after I already lost 50 pounds. At this point, I was feeling really good. I was like, all right, let's get this blood work done. Let's see how am I doing. What's my health look like? Everything came back really good. My A1C was great. My fasting insulin was low, was right where I wanted it. Pretty much everything was great, except the one big thing was my testosterone was really, really low. I believe it was only 252 nanograms per deciliter, which is like very, very low, dangerously low, especially for someone who's in their early 30s. And you know, this really concerned me. I was like, okay, well, maybe it's because I still have a ton of weight to lose. Maybe it's because I'm not working out enough or whatever. It's like, you know what, it's okay. We're gonna keep on trucking. We're gonna get this weight off. We're gonna get healthy, and we're gonna keep testing and see how if it improves and what we can do about it. In March of 2024, I decided to go get blood work done again. And this is after I lost an additional 70 pounds. So at this point, I've lost 120 pounds since I started. I was consistently lifting weights about 3 to 5 times a week for several months, and I was feeling good. I was feeling strong. I was building muscle. I was getting leaner. I was fasting intermittently. I was doing OMAD for several months, which means 1 meal a day. My body was able to repair itself a lot. Autophagy was happening. I was feeling really good, and I went and got tested again. Got my blood work back. Everything's looking great. My A1C was great. Cholesterol went up, but that's normal with a carnivore diet. Not a big concern. If you really care to know more about that, you can check out my blood work video. Everything was perfect, except my testosterone, again, it was only 338. This was after, you know, lifting weights and all this, everything else. And I'm just like, man, like what's going on? Why am I not producing enough testosterone? I didn't think anything of it. I kept on my journey. I lost even more weight. You know, got down to my leanest, which was, like I said, 163. But then July 11th happened, which was one of the best days of my life. That's when our twins were born. We have a 3-year-old toddler, and we just had twins in July. And of course, with that happening, life changed, right? I didn't have the time to work out anymore because I gotta go to work, come home, help take care of 3 kids, and especially 2 babies at one time, 2 newborns. It's a lot going on. Trying to figure out a schedule, trying to figure out how to balance things. Lifting weights kind of thing took a back burner temporarily, and I was just trying to like survive and figure out how everything was gonna go, and trying to stay on track with my diet and trying to stay healthy. You know, we live in the Midwest. It started getting colder, fall started to set in, and I was just feeling like terrible. As the cold weather started setting in, I just noticed that my mental state was different. I was struggling with some anxiety and depression. I was starting to have a negative outlook on everything. I lost all motivation. I had zero energy, no matter how much caffeine or beef or fat, just had zero energy. I was so drained all the time. I had very low libido. I just noticed that was declining. And I was just like, what's going on? Like, I'm not myself. I don't feel normal. It was terrible. I was just like, maybe it's this testosterone thing that it's always been in the back of my head bugging me for the last, year. since I've been getting my blood work checked. So I went and got it checked again because I was like, let's just get it checked again, see if it's improved at all, see what it is, and go from there. And in this whole time, I'm still staying carnivore. I'm still eating lots of fat and protein and hardly any carbs at all, and still keeping with my diet, still in that maintenance mode, kind of having some fruit here and there, nothing crazy, but still staying really pretty strict and clean, eating really clean. So I went and had my blood work tested again, and this time it came back lower. It was actually only 281. So that was like, at that point I was like, all right, we gotta do something, because whatever I'm doing ain't working. I've tried, no matter how many supplements I've taken, no matter how clean I'm eating, no matter how lean I get, no matter how much weights I'm lifting, it's not improving. It's not getting to that normal range where I want to be, where I feel good. So I went and saw a urologist. And during the appointment, when I was talking to him about everything, I told him I used to be morbidly obese, and I lost a ton of weight, and I've been eating clean and healthy, been on a health journey now for the last 1.5 years, almost 2 years. So I went and had my blood work tested again. He wanted to look at things like my prolactin, FSH, and LH levels to see how my pituitary gland was functioning. And if you don't know, your pituitary gland is what sends a signal down to your testicles to tell your testicles to produce testosterone. Did the blood work, it came back that my pituitary was fine. It was doing what it needed to do. My levels were all fine. When the blood work came back again, low testosterone, but my pituitary was fine. Ultimately, we decided that the best plan of action is to start testosterone replacement therapy. So as of the recording of this video, I have now been on testosterone replacement therapy for about 1.5 weeks, and I already feel way better. My energy levels are higher than they used to be. My mood is drastically improved. I'm a lot more positive. My mindset's way better. I'm in a way better place than it used to be. I don't have any more anxiety or depression anymore. I actually have some confidence. My libido's coming back. I just feel completely different. Now I actually feel normal, like I'm supposed to feel. And I just think back, like, how did I get to this point? Like, what made it so my body stopped producing the amount of testosterone that I need to function and feel normal? And it's gotta be all the chemicals I've been putting down my throat for the last 30 years. Processed candy, processed sugars, and seed oils, and junk food, and chemicals, and glyphosate, and carbs, and just all the crap that I've been eating for my whole life. I think has got me to the point where it's just ruined my endocrine system and ruined my body's natural ability to produce testosterone. And I tried everything, guys. I got to a healthy weight. I think at my leanest, I was like 14% body fat. I did pretty much everything I could think of, and I gave it plenty of time, and just it never got into a realistic normal range for me. But this is where I'm at now, and along my health journey, I just hope that it continues to improve everything with me, with my overall health all around. I've even seen in the last 1.5 weeks, I've been more motivated to get back into lifting weights. I've been trying to make time, dedicate time to actually get in and lift some weights. And it's just really improved already in just a 1.5 weeks, a lot of aspects of my health, especially my mental health. According to the American Urology Association, from the years 1999 to 2016, they have seen a huge decline in testosterone levels in young adolescent men. So if you're out there and you're just feeling like not good, like you're struggling mentally, you're struggling physically, and you just feel like something's off, go get your blood work done. Go to your primary care doctor and say, hey, doc, I need some blood work. I want my testosterone checked. I want my metabolic health checked. I want all these markers checked. And what's doing it to our young men? What other than environmental issues like the poison that's in our food, the junk that we're eating every single day over a long period of time? That's what's doing it. And the sad part is that these big food corporations and big companies, they make their processed foods extremely addictive. They make them ultra palatable to where we would just want to keep eating more and more and more. We don't just stop at the one serving. We get a bag of potato chips and Doritos, we eat the whole entire thing. Oreos, we eat the whole entire thing. That's the big problem here. It's evil. Like, why do we have Red 40, Yellow 5, all these food dyes in our food here in the US, but in Europe it's banned, and those companies still produce the same food in Europe without those harmful chemicals in it? It's a problem. And the way we can solve it is stop eating it, stop buying it, make these big corporations bankrupt, because it's ruining our health. The US is more obese, sick than it ever has been in history. One of the most unhealthy countries in the world now because of the poison, the chemicals, and the junk that's in our food. It's absolutely terrible. So if you're out there and you're struggling with any kind of metabolic issues, any really big health issues, any mental issues, change your health. You can do it. The hardest part is getting started, saying no to that junk food. For me, what I chose to do was carnivore diet, and it really saved my life. It helped me so much. Also, get your blood work done. If you're not feeling good, if you have taken those steps and you've gotten healthier and you feel a lot better and you're still not feeling quite right, just so something going on, get your hormone levels checked. There could be something in your blood work that explains why you've been having certain issues. Get tested, get checked. It can make all the difference in the world for you. It really helped me, and I'm glad that I went and got my testosterone checked several times and tried everything I could before going on TRT. And I've already seen huge improvements, and I'm not looking back. I'm gonna keep on moving forward. If I can do it, you can do it, anyone can do it. You just have to take it one day at a time. I lost all this weight. I feel so much better. I never thought I could do it before. I've tried everything in the past. I've tried a ton of other diets, and it never worked out for me. But I found what did work for me, and that was the carnivore diet. And for you, it may be something different. It may be keto. It may be who knows what. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your family. Don't give up on your health. Your life is worth it. Appreciate everyone watching and supporting me and Caitlin along our journey. Couldn't do this without you and the support everyone's been giving us for the last year and a half, almost 2 years. And we're just so thankful for all the comments and encouragement and support from all of our viewers and all of our awesome subscribers. Which brings me to the next point. If you're not subscribed, make sure to tap that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, and we'll see y'all in the next one. You stay strong.